Welcome to LinkedUp, Breaking Boundaries in Education, a podcast that focuses on what is happening in education today, connecting everyone to the movers and shakers that are breaking boundaries in the education arena.
Welcome to LinkedUp, Breaking Boundaries in Education. So we have a guest today who has been on before, but she's an icon for years and years. It's not to say that she's old, but she's an icon because of all that she gives to the world, but also specifically education. That's how we know her from, but she branches out beyond that. And I remember seeing her in line at Starbucks at a South by Southwest EDU, and I was like, I think that's Barbara Bray, and I was whispering and whispering.
That's her.
I was nervous, like I'd never met her before, but I was kind of intimidated, so I didn't go up and say hi. It was a long Starbucks line, and I could have, and I didn't. But then later that week, we got to meet her, and we have all been fast friends ever since.
Ever since, so yes. I know. It was kind of starstruck when we first met her.
Yes.
Because I remember when I was teaching in the classroom, I would have never thought in my wildest dreams I would meet Barbara Bray in person.
I know.
She was just so, she really led the way. She led the way for teachers and especially education technology. So welcome, Barbara.
I sat down next to Jerri and at South by Southwest, I think, or no, FETC, one of those places.
FETC, okay.
And we didn't know each other really, but you knew me and I didn't. But I was, oh my God, I got to be friends with her.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
it just worked out perfectly. Well, let's start with something big. I hear you have a big announcement.
Oh yeah. I think it's coming out tomorrow, but it's about my new company, Grow Your Why. It's kind of named after my book, but it's all about coaching. It's,
Your book. So you took the book, and it's about growing your why, one story at a time, and it's different people, their stories. But now you've realized that this can even be bigger. This whole concept can be bigger than the book. And now you've brought it out to a coaching opportunity for people?
Well, I was talking to mostly educators and people would come to me. I guess I'm not an icon, but people are coming to me that say, hey, could you help me? I'm stuck. I heard that over and over again. I'm not sure what to do. And so I created a program that I can walk them through a process to move to hopefully get the joy back, feel better, and become unstoppable. And I just think that this is the time we need it more than ever because it's a tough time right now.
It is a difficult time. A lot of people are in transition. A lot of people are trying to figure out what their next step is. And when that happens, I mean, I've been through that a few times. You do lose some joy because you're so focused on what's next and what's going to happen. So I love that you're helping people reclaim their joy and to move ahead. So tell us, making a company's huge, a huge decision.
Well, I've done this a few times. I've had several companies. And so I made this one DBA, like doing business as under my LLC. And it's mainly because I love the educators. So it's for women, educators, and leaders. I'm actually getting people who just lost their jobs wanting to work with me. A few from Amazon. I was kind of surprised. So my main thing was, I know I'm feeling like, I don't know if I can do that, but I want to at least see if I can nudge them to believe in themselves again, because some people were making big money and it's not as easy to get out there and start over, So I actually have 2 case studies and they're like beta testers and I'm loving it right now. The thing is getting over that hump of being stuck.
Yeah,
Just that hump of
absolutely.
saying I'm just not comfortable. What if I fail? I hear that a lot. And I said, good. You have to fail. If you're going to change, you got to
Yes,
take some risks and try it. And
really do.
they're like, oh, yeah.
So, Barbara, starting a company about coaching and consulting, it seems like you're a natural at this. I think the first time I kind of got a glimpse of you, you were actually doing some coaching at South by Southwest. You were in a room and people would come in and get some advice from you. So, this is something you've always done. And you're just a natural at it. And you really do make people feel that they want to find the good in themselves.
Oh, thank you. Uh, I love South by Southwest. In 2017, I presented Define Your Why in one of the focus groups, and it was like an eye opener when people came running up to me and wanting to know more. And so I said, the next year I'll present, but I'll also be a mentor. And each time I've learned a little more about people, in all professions, trying to figure out why we're here kind of thing.
Right.
Growing their why. So as an empowerment coach, what is it that if you were to give, obviously you customize for each person, but if you were to give, top 3 generic tips, what would they look like?
Well, I have a signature method. It's called the Purpose Shift Values Framework. So I take the values and there's 6 steps. So the first one is I tell people is that we need to make whatever it is you want and find that, clarity and confidence. And we might not get to that purpose yet, but if we can just get an idea of what makes you happy, what you're good at, kind of, what things are there. So I do, there's one thing that I ask everyone to do is make 2 columns, what you're happy and what you feel is important. Or it depends on the person. I might customize it. What, you're happy, but what, you're scared of, but you want to do. And it could be all those things. It depends on the person. Yeah. So I did this with a coach that I was working with. We were accountability partners. And I asked, did you do this? And I said, now I want you to highlight, because she had like a list of 20 things on each thing. I said, I want you to highlight 3 or 4 with one color on each one that are the most important. Then I want you to take those and I want you to find the next ones that are not as important with another color. And then I want you to take both sides and take the colors and put them together and let's see what happens. It was like one of those aha moments where I thought I was happy doing that. I didn't get it that it was not as important. Right, but I made, it's like you don't know until you see it. So that's one of the activities I do in the beginning.
I love that, going deep. I love that. It's so true because we just kind of go about our lives and we don't actually sit back and think about what it is that makes us happy, what it is that drives us, that motivates us, what it is that we're good at. We don't do that. We kind of, just kind of get on a train and we go, and we don't get off those stops to actually take a retrospective look. It's just because life is fast and we have a lot going on, but I think it's so important to take that time to actually kind of think about that, because it's actually that is actually going to be what fulfills you and brings you that joy, when you can take the time to really think about what it is that's out there that's doing it for you.
So
we don't do
you
it.
want another activity or?
Yes. That was
Okay,
number one.
that's number one. Yeah. So there's another one I do, and I was talking to a client yesterday, and this stuck business, and I said, okay, at your age, I want you to look 10 years ahead and look at your future self and write your future self a letter. And I want you to write a letter about all the things you're proud of and what you did, and like, or what you think you're going to be and all that kind of stuff. And then I want you to write another letter from your future self to your current self on looking back, what are you really, really proud of what you did? Now, those are just a few ideas, but I told her yesterday and I got it back today. I was so excited. And so that's kind of the thing, is like, we got to look at the joy. We got to look at that. We do a lot of good things. We might make mistakes. A lot of people are afraid to fail. And I said, I want you to, you're going to fail, but I want you to look at that fail. And I took this from Karen Samuelson. It's a blessing and a lesson. It's a blessing.
Lesson.
Isn't that good? I love that. And
I love that.
Yeah, because if we don't fail, we're never going to change.
No, you got to fail forward. Absolutely. You got to take risks, because we are too comfortable when we're just kind of going through life. But it is that time where we can branch out and take those risks where, wow, right? We get those wow moments. Do you have a third?
Oh, well, I do want to mention why I did the book. So, because I want to just how it led to the other. Is that okay? Can I do that real quick? Because
but look what I just found on my desk.
Oh, I have lots. Wait do you see this? I made.
I fell out of the book. So here's the
these.
Book.
I made buttons, Jerri. Row your white. It looks backwards, but I can't turn it. Yeah. I mean, I'm one of these creatives. I mean, Jerri's the creative.
Very creative.
She's so creative.
Let me ask you a quick question. Which was first? Define your why?
Define your why. Define your why. And those are all the chapters on the front and the back.
Yeah.
So when you're reading it, you just go like that, and you can tell which chapter you're in.
Oh, I love that. That's so smart.
Yeah. And I use Canva. I just love Canva. It's
so smart. I know. Canva's terrific. Okay. Got it. Okay. So tell us, the background behind it.
Well, the book was, I have a podcast, and Jerri's been on it, and you're going to be on it. And what I found is each person that was on, when I asked them to share their why and the challenges that they had, the stories became so big that I said, that means everybody can do this. Anybody can do this. They just have to find that why, and they have to realize they're not the only one. So I really needed to tell the story. So I have 23 stories in there from a very diverse group of people from all over the world. And I'm just so lucky, so fortunate that they did that. And they did one other thing. They narrated their chapters. So I have an audiobook with their voices.
Oh,
and nice. I know.
Here's our friend Erica.
Erica's in there.
The QR that leads to
the podcast.
That's the podcast. Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to share so people could hear their whole voice in their podcast, but also get their story. Some of the stories I went, what? You did what? One is Rich Simpson. He's at the Isle of Wight. He's, I think chapter 7 or 8. I mean, I didn't know that. One, he's from Belfast. And then he started telling me other stories, growing up in Belfast, being a Protestant, and his best friend being Catholic. And now he didn't put this in the book, but in the podcast, he told me that he was sent at 16 to Delaware in the United States with his buddy to I can't remember the name of it, but it's a place for teenagers from different countries that get together to learn how to talk to each other and be friends. And I mean, I didn't know he did that. And I didn't even know about that place.
I never heard of
It's
that.
on my podcast. Yeah. I was like,
Oh,
oh my gosh. So everybody was telling me things that I was like, how did you get through that? Or you did what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then to pick 23 people, I have 184 now, and I have another one I just did, and more on the queue, you know. But it's like when you ask the why and what challenged you, then things start coming out. And then I realized when people started telling me I don't have a why, I went, oh, ooh.
But they
yeah.
do, and they don't know it often, right?
Everybody has a purpose. I tell everyone when you were a baby, you went like this because you didn't know what your hand was. Then you had a why because you want to learn how to walk, and then you had a why, your why. And so Michelle Obama said a quote. It's like a lot of times your why or your purpose changes, so you might as well try on different hats until you find the right one.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is. That is. When are you going to get Michelle Obama on your podcast?
Oh, I just love listening to her. I mean, there's too many people that I just admire, and you know, and I started with all the people I know pretty closely, and then I just felt it's time for another book. I was thinking of one. You ready?
Yes.
Edupreneurs, HERS at the end.
Yes.
Edupreneurs with HERS. That's great.
Yeah.
With you too.
I love
I mean,
it.
I was thinking, yeah, because what happens now is we're women. Women are multitaskers doing many things. We don't, you know, there's something about our brains. And I don't know what it is, but we're marvelous people. We should be running the world.
I would.
Anyway.
True.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Being on your podcast and you still here never I started so good and it was because of you.
I knew it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
So great.
You had it always in you, but you were so funny, Jerri, because I don't know. I said, why don't you just start? And the next day you go, I got 5 chapters done. I'm like, oh my gosh. No.
I think I was all night. I was just, yeah.
I just want to say, I just adore you. I love your book. Badass Firefly, everyone.
I got that too.
Yeah, she's just.
I got that one too.
Oh,
thank you, Jamie.
Well, I mean, look at this. It's the perfect.
You know, you really can't people go. Had no day. Yeah.
Well, it didn't stop you. Look at you now.
I mean, amazing. Like, honestly, like that is the power of an empowerment coach.
That's
Look
right.
what you did. She didn't come to you saying, I want to write a book. How can I get started? You just told her that she should be doing it. And then she had 5 chapters the next day. Like that is a powerful empowerment coach right there.
Well, when you see something in somebody, I mean, there's a few people on my podcast. I'm like, I met them in one I met in line at South by Southwest to get a drink. And we're talking and I went, and I said, I'd like to know more about you. He says, yeah, someone told me to talk to Barbara Bray. Do you know her? And I go, I'm Barbara Bray. So then, next week he was on my show. So you never know who you impact. Isn't that fun?
That when the learner is ready, the teacher will appear too. You know, you showed up when I was ready and didn't know it. So thank you so much. So Barbara,
you're
so the new company, the book, my gosh, how do you find time for all of this?
Well, I'm just going to say I'm 10 years older than you, and maybe more. I think I am more. I don't want it's like I feel like you know how in Hamilton he says, I'm running out of time? It's like, I know I have to do this. I know I have to do this. I have the experience, the background, the stories, and I've known how to do this. If I don't do it, I don't want to say I'll regret it. I just feel like I could help, and I don't want to not do it anymore.
Yes. Yeah. And your answers are so sincere. And knowing you, I know that they are sincere, that you truly do just want to help people out. And I love that about
So
you.
true.
Yes.
It's so true. Totally, totally genuine. And honestly, Barbara, that is so rare. And I think it is, such a gift that you have. So you could just be, on Golden Pond enjoying retirement life, but instead you just keep giving back to people. And we are learning our blessings because of you. So we appreciate that.
I do bring up one thing. I do take time to play.
You do.
I have a balance. I want more people to
Yeah.
look at their life and say,
Yeah.
you don't want to regret not being with your kids or being with your grandkids or doing, what do you want to look forward and look back and say, oh, I don't know why I did all that. I was working, I wasn't happy, and I only did it for the money. There's so much more to life. Sometimes the money will come when you do the things you love.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Share that from the heart, and maybe you give up a lot and you take a job or something that is something you really wanted to do. It's like you can't wait to get up in the morning. It's so exciting. Everything is. So one other tip. You ready? It's okay. I tell everyone to keep either a gratitude journal or a jar. I have a jar with flips, and write a gratitude note every day. Look at, and then if you have Post-its with some of your sayings, have it somewhere where you can look at it. I am beautiful. I am the most wonderful person. Keep telling it, because you should love yourself more than anyone else. And that's the hardest part for a lot of people. They feel, oh, that's narcissistic. I said, if you don't love yourself, other people won't love you. You have to love yourself.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. That's a good tip. That's a very good tip, and hard to do. Yeah. I love that. So you said the gratitude journal, and then you also said the jar too, right? You can just put them in the jar.
I have a jar right over there. I put it in the other room, and I don't want to leave you right now. But I made this, I just cut up slips of different colored paper, and I have a pen there, and then I have it and then I write a note, and I put them in the jar, and then at the end of the week, I pull one out, and I read it and just see, did that happen? Did I get it? Did I still feel that? If not, then write another gratitude note.
Right.
But I did one other thing. My daughter, when I was having a tough time, made me a God box. And I went, what is that? So she's an artist. She made a box where you can, very pretty, and then you open it up and you put in a prayer. And so I've been doing that once a week. If something's not going right, I'm going to put in the prayer for me or my family, or prayer for someone I love, something, because we're all going to have good and bad things happen.
Yes.
And though it's just put it out into I pray for this person to do well. I pray for them to get better. All those things, because sometimes you just need to put it out so the energy's out there.
Yes. I love that. I love both of those. Little tip. Yeah, I do.
I didn't get you. Okay. Well, I have a press release going out tomorrow, and mainly because I'm spending money on a coach to help me with PR and visibility. And so I learned how to create a press kit. I learned what kinds of things to promote. I'm learning. I even did, I needed images of me, and I put them in, this is funny, real quick. I put them into a AI program. You put your pictures in, and then it comes back with 50 pictures of you. One of them, I can't use it, but it was it was like for a dating profile, and I had long hair, no glasses, and a very low dress, and I said, no, I can't use it.
That's funny.
But
Yeah,
it
I
was
like to do that.
AI. I made that flyer like you did, Jerry. The one, I don't know, Jamie, did you make one of the fun flyers too? Well, the fun flyer with AI also. So you put it out there. You keep putting out stuff. And I haven't really started yet, so watch out.
So we're going to
have
watch.
assignments.
We'll
put the press release in the show notes. Yeah, yes. We'll put the press release in the show notes. So we'll have all of that, and your website, everything, your links to your books. But I am so happy that you were able to join and share all of this so that we can share it with our listeners.
You just, I love you too so much. I can't wait to see you soon. Yes. I know that this comes out probably after.
Yeah. But this comes out after ISTE, but in the real world right now, we are looking forward to getting big hugs from you next week when we are in Orlando at ISTE.
Yes.
But yeah, so thank you, Barbara, so much, and can't wait to see you in person.
I know. I just love you guys. I just
love you.
It's well, I mean, I just feel like so. Do you know when you're around some people, they make you feel special? You make people feel special. You both do that. And if I do that for someone, so I've learned from you many things that you've done, even on the podcast, the way you talk and share and get them to open up. I've learned about that from you, both of you. It's just an honor.
Well, we learned so much from you. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you for listening. And if you would like to stay linked up, be sure to follow us on Apple and Spotify and subscribe to us on YouTube.